So the PMP certification is for project managers with extensive experience, and qualifications and testing criteria are being rigorous and making it widely respected certification. So generally speaking, construction projects, they run by contractors and not by certified project manager PMPs. The contractors would say that they are the only ones who truly understand the construction because they have been there and done that. But it is that could be a viewpoint valid. Their viewpoints could be valid. But where does the need of that for hands-on experience ends and the need for rigorous and structured project management ability begins? Now, there are 5 basic areas in which those contractors and professional project managers think differently. Those areas, they can make or break project, especially when it comes to maintaining the projects on schedule and on budget. So if we took a closer look, we can look at the first stage is the bidding strategies and the change of orders. So if you look in the world of construction is highly being competitive, especially in today's economy. Each job out there has a number of contracting bidding on it, driving prices down and all put in eliminating profit margins. A common strategy, which many contractors are using today, is to bid the job with minimal overhead and negligible profits, depending on the change orders to make their profits. The second area, it is about claim management. Claim management, it basically deals with areas where there is a disagreement. These are basically extra charges due to unforeseen problems, unforeseen risks on the project, in which the contractor wishes to recoup from the owner at the time of project closing. What makes these claims challenging is that the difference in interpretation of the project scope. The owner may feel that these unforeseen situations are part of the scope of the contractor, right? So they are considered as being the risks, while the contractor may see them as extra cost and he had incurred them for things outside of his control. Now, effective claim management requires thoroughly documenting the problem, sending on-time notification to the owner, including estimates of cost and scheduled impact, along with creating a convincing justification for those charges. This is one of the most challenging communication problems in construction projects. Project management professionals are trained in dealing with claims, whereas the typical contractor is usually at the mercy of the owner. A contractor or a construction superintendent usually becomes such because they know how to do the job, but this isn't the same thing as knowing how to manage the job. They see that the project is a series of separate tasks. Get all the tasks right and the project will come together. However, project management, PMP, are trained to think in terms of process. Thinking this way creates a more global approach to the project, seeing the individual tasks as only part of the processes. This drastically changes their approach to managing a project, seeing how things fit together, not so much by gut feeling, but as a continuing path filled with measurable risks and challenges toward a specific goal. There are parts of the project management professional mindsets, PMP sets, such as communication management, risk management, and time management, which are not directly related to the ability of the swing a hammer. Not knowing how to set up a communication plan to clearly define how to communicate the right information to the right stakeholder at the right time can cost the company that just got off the ground heavily. As well, not knowing how to create a risk management plan or risk register for the project, including how to deal with those risks, whether by mitigating them, eliminating them, or transferring them, could become a fatal mistake. Not knowing which tasks on your projects are on the critical path could extend your schedule, hence cost by enough to make your profits marginal or non-existent. Fourthly, we have the management technical changes. That is integrating communication and managing technical charges, such as the changes to a building, a blueprint or equipment drawing requires thorough actions which properly documented to ensure that everyone is made aware of change. These technical changes can be as minor as a change in a paint color to something major enough to cause a skyscraper to fall down in his high winds. Regardless of the size of the change, each one is important to the all, requiring a proper integration and implementation. Now, as we give part of their training, project management professionals learn that change requests should be subject to a thorough process that may require analyzing estimating impacts on the cost schedule before changes is being approved. Coordinating those changes across the entire project and documenting the complete impact or technical changes should be second nature to any project manager who seeks a successful and profitable outcome. Now the last and the fifth point is managing suppliers and the subcontractors. So a major part of managing construction of project is to ensure that the work crews and the suppliers are on the job site when they are needed. A typical contractor deals with their suppliers at the last minute, calling in their orders and expecting delivery at the same day. Now their way of dealing with subcontractors bears a closer resemblance to a browbeating than any acceptable management philosophy. When a construction project is properly being managed, a project schedule is being created before the first person shows up on the job site. This schedule is being maintained and adjusted as needed, but it's due to the adverse of weather, construction delays, or other problems on the job with an inaccurate project schedule. There is no reasons to deal with suppliers and subcontractors on the last minute basis. Everything can be prepared, pre-planned, and communicated to the proper people well in advance. Now we can summarize from that there are various reasons that leads to a construction company going into trouble, including general economic conditions, not being competitive, heavily operating expenses, and poor accounting systems. Even there could be high employee turnover. But none impact a construction business as significant as a lack of project management expertise. Without strong project management processes, a construction business will find itself in a crisis that can lead to failure and into catastrophic issues. The recipe for success in the industry is managing costs, schedule, risks through the strong project management process, good communication plans, and a stable and skilled workforce. A construction business survives because its individual projects are profitable and because the quality of its work is repeatable. Companies are being encouraged to spend some quiet time in reviewing their project management processes before they plan for the harvest. So the benefits of taking the PMP into various industries, especially in construction industry, and PMP, it is going to raise it up into your skills, your knowledge areas, so that will help you whenever you go for an interview. You'll be able to answer all the questions that have been asked to you forward and backwards. Okay. The second benefit we look onto the PMP is that if you're planning to go and open your own company, so you'll be able to know how to set policies, procedures, and to draw up your vision and missionary aspects of in order to succeed with your project. PMP as well, it helps also in increasing of higher pay. So once you are, let's say you're getting an X salary, right, you will be X plus 2 once you get a PMP certified. Now again, the other advantage when you are PMP certified, you will have a network channel in between project managers when certified in the same category. You'll be able to communicate with them. They will be able to help you and aid you to get you a job as well. So as a regulatory, PMI also provides you with the chance to provide with training so that you renew your PMP certification every 3 years. Now the PMI, it requires you that you undergo by providing training courses to the PMP, which will as well be a good advantage to increase into your income. Now the PMP as well, it provides you with a way in order to measure the performance of your employees whom you're evaluating them through their KPIs, right? So you'll be able to set them their scores, you're able to know how whether they're achieving their project goals, right? And it will train you how to actually evaluate their mindsets and their skills, right? And their capabilities, and how you are able to increase their performance and provide their skill sets in order to make them make their tasks easily and perform efficiently. Now as well, beside that, the PMP as well, it will get you a great job opportunities. You might be as well, if you're looking to become throughout the experience with your PM certification to become a project manager officer, you will be able to be managing large scale of projects, or if you need to manage a program or a portfolio, you will have the skills and the knowledge base that will aid you throughout that, right? As well, you will be able to vigorously complete your projects by using standards, by using documentations, right? and that will as well record into your curriculum of the successful projects you have been delivered by using adopting standards, and you will feel yourself unique because you know they know how to deliver projects. You have the knowledge, you have the base, you have the conceptual talking of what project management is about, and you're talking the terms that project managers they use throughout their managing their projects, or when you're having a discussion about any topic about project management. Now PMP as well will make you to gain your invaluable experience. Now PMP, because it focuses from its requirements that you need to have 3 years of experience, that's equal to 4,500 hours, and to attend a course as well to have a bachelor's degree. So PMP, it will give you all the knowledge base and the experience on how to manage those projects, right? And even if you don't didn't experience a lot of work environments, right, you will be able, through managing the standards that entitles you to work through the PMI rules, so it will let you to gain more experience on how to solve complex problems and also diversify project problems. Again, you can easily make a career switch. For example, today you're taking 10 knowledge areas, which are the scope management, your communication management, your procurement management, and the human resource management. As well, you can have the communication management. All of these specialties areas you can specialize through them. So today I'm working as a project management, right, and I got a job as a quality manager. I can work as a quality manager because I have taken and certified through a course called quality management, which is part of the knowledge areas, the 10 knowledge areas of project management. If let's say I need to be a communicator, I need to be a scheduler, again I can also specialize in those areas. I can work part-time on these areas because I have the knowledge base, right? Now being a PMP certified is talking that it gives you a knowledge base, it gives you a skill set, right, that it will be able to provide you with self-motivation and self-esteem in order to manage a project with a high level of standards, and with even a more, you can say hypothetically, you can say that even you will be even knowing that I'm going through the right direction of managing that project with that methodology that have been used, and I know what are the dangers that could be, or the risks that could overcome that project predictively right throughout the project, and I will able to work out through a risk response plan before it occurs on that. So why Soft Academy? Now Soft Academy, we are equipped with all the tools and the necessary experience and the knowledge, right, that provides you to practice project management, right, as well to learn the conceptual terminologies and the technology that is required you to pass your PMP exam, right? So we combine both the theoretical and the practical experience, right, to our candidates. And as well, we do provide our on-site as well off-site. So if let's say you are outside Cairo, we can provide you with online courses, right, and we courier you the certification, right. As well, we do provide with an aim to us is that our fees are not so high. Fees were competitive pricing, we do have pricing compared to other centers. Our main target is that we maximize our people in passing the project management to become PMP certified, and as well to reduce the scale of non-project managers, non-skilled project managers who they manage projects and cause a lot of failures and they reach to the virus which called disaster recovery. So we are trying to overcome and to overcome those obstacles. So project managers, they can manage their projects in a standard and standardized way.